Good evening. Thanks for joining me. The first is lines, points, and rays. Oh my. And here I have just really good pictures, and we're going to, if you're in my class, we're going to do an interactive notebook page about this topic. But for right now, here's just good pictures. We're not going to fill in definitions because on the next page you're going to see definitions that are better than what I could have written in. So a point stands for any point in space. A line extends in both directions. It has no starting point and no stopping point. A line segment has a starting and a stopping point, and a ray has a starting point but no ending point. So that's what the arrow indicates. Let's go to the next page. Okay, so here are very detailed explanations. A point is an exact location in space. And then you see at the top it says what you draw would be a little dot and then say a letter G. You would say this as point G, and what you write is G or point G. Then a line is a straight path of points that goes on forever in two directions. Therefore you see the arrow at both ends. And this particular line has 2 points on it, point B and point C. So we're going to call this line BC. And when you write this, you have the line with the arrows in both directions over the letters BC or CB. It doesn't really matter what order you have those in. Alright, a line segment is just a part of a line. It has 2 endpoints, and its midpoint is obviously midway or halfway between those 2 endpoints. This is actually line segment TN, and point F is the midpoint. And again, it shows you how to write that. A ray is a part of a line. It has 1 endpoint, but then it extends forever in one direction only. So this is ray JK, and this is how you would write that. And then a plane is just an endless flat surface, and that's something that this lesson doesn't really cover, but you'll get into more later in geometry. Okay, let's go to the next section. Okay, this is section B in your lesson. It's on types of angles, and there are several different types of angles, but the 4 that you're going to concentrate on in this lesson are the acute angle, the right angle, the obtuse angle, and the straight angle. This is a picture of all 4. It's a good explanation and what the measure of each of these is. You'll notice that an acute is a less than 90-degree angle, so it's a cute little thing. A right angle makes a square corner, always. 2 lines coming together to form a square corner. An obtuse angle is any angle that is larger than 90 degrees. Actually, it's between 90 and 180 degrees, because if it goes all the way open to 180 degrees, then we call it a straight angle. And I've illustrated for you here below that straight line has 2 square corners. Each of those is 90 degrees. And so that's why we say the straight line is a 180-degree angle. Okay, the next part of your lesson is going to cover perimeter. Perimeter comes from the Greek, and peri was a Greek prefix which means around, and metron is a Greek word that means measure. So literally, the Greek word perimeter means measure around, to measure around something. Alright, now we have a figure here. Let's say this were a field and we wanted to put fencing around the field. I know it's kind of a funny shape, but we'll just think of it that way. Alright, so let's say that we need to figure up the entire area that we're going to need for fence. Not area, but the entire, how much fencing we're going to need. And we're going to say that we're going to keep little animals all around in here. Or we're going to grow crops in here maybe, if we're a farmer. Alright, so we've got to figure out, and it tells us every single line except for this line right here. So we have to figure that out. Well, it gives us enough information to be able to do that. We know that, and it's important that you keep vertical and horizontal lines separate when you're finding perimeter. That's very important. So the one we're missing is a vertical line. It goes up and down, okay? And we know that vertically, this figure is 12 meters altogether total. Well, over here, if you look at the other vertical lines, we've got 3 here and 3 here. So we're going to have to figure 12 minus 3 is 9, minus this 3 is 6. So therefore, this one has to be 6 meters. Alright, and then after I've figured that, all I have to do is go on around and add all of my numbers. So I've got a 12, a 12, a 15, a 3, a 10, a 6, a 7, a 3. Let's see if I've got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I do. So I can now add these. I know this is 10, and 9 more is 19, plus 5 is 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, and then carry the 2 over here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 68 meters is the perimeter. Okay, go to the next slide. Alright, here, this one has already been done for us. It's a little bit simpler, but you can see that they've added the 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. And they've gotten a total of 12 units, whatever those units are. It could be feet, it could be inches, it could be yards, meters, whatever. But there's 12 altogether. Alright, go to the practice problem on the next frame. Alright, this is our practice problem, and I've drawn it as well as I can. And in this one we have 2 lines that are missing. We have this line here, which is a horizontal, and then we have this line here, which is a vertical. Alright, again, we know that vertically we have, it can be no more than 14. Top to bottom is 14. And we know that from here to here is 4, so the rest of this would then have to equal 10. And that's how you do that. You reason it out. Alright, now, this line, this bottom line here, we know that this one is 15, and then if we brought this one down and drew it all the way across, it would be 8 more. So that would be 15 plus 8 for a total of 23. Alright, so let's add our numbers. We've got 23, 14, 8, 10, 15, and 4. Add that together. We've got 5 and 4 is 9, plus 8 is 17, plus 3 is 20, plus 4 is 24. See how I skipped over that to make combinations of 10? Alright, and then I need to carry my 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 74. So, and these are in centimeters, our book says. So the answer, the perimeter to this would be 74 centimeters. enjoy, and I will see you tomorrow for Lesson 10.